Mr. Osmonds, have you seen Colonel Velasco? Have you seen Colonel Velasco?
He's here.
He's here? Okay.
And also the 867 group commander. I'm not going to introduce him.
You don't want me to put him on here?
I'm not introducing him to the group commander.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, test, test. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and honored guests. I'm Captain Flavio Marroquin, your narrator for today's ceremony. As a reminder, we ask that all cell phones and other electronic devices be silenced during the duration of the ceremony. Our ceremony will begin momentarily. Thank you. On behalf of the presiding official, Colonel Jeffrey Phillips, Commander, 67th Cyberspace Wing, welcome. Today, Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Allen, Commander, 67th Operations Support Squadron, will relinquish command to Lieutenant Colonel Richard Muster. Our Commander of Airmen for today's formation is the Director of Operations, 67th Operations Support Squadron, Major Matthew McDonald. The center formation represents the airmen directly under the 67th Operations Support Squadron. This ceremony is a timely honored and cherished military tradition that formally symbolizes the continuity of authority as command is passed from one individual to another. This formal ceremony is conducted before the assembled company of the command and marks the transfer of command authority, responsibility, and accountability from one officer to another. And we are extremely honored to share this ceremony with you. The presiding official for today's ceremony is Colonel Jeffrey Phillips, Commander, 67th Cyberspace Wing. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Now, Chaplain McGuire, the 67th Cyberspace Wing Chaplain, will give our invocation.
As you are able, I invite you to join me in prayer. Giver of life and almighty Lord our God, today we come to you with deep gratitude in our hearts for all of the gifts that you give to us every day: faith, family, friends, our jobs. Help us always to receive these gifts with thanksgiving, and may our hearts be stirred to remember all of your mercies with which we receive your love every day. We gather for this change of command. I ask you to be with Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Allen, his mom, Regina Coulter, his wife, April. And while their children are not here with us in person, they're here with us virtually, so we remember Elijah, Aubrey, Savannah, Mackenzie, Leah, and Lily. Bless and protect this family as they move on from Texas over up to the DC area and to the next chapter in their family's life. Lieutenant Colonel Allen's gift of music gives him skills to listen to a group, blend sounds, and coordinate tempos to yield and excellent production. The gracious blessing of his family gives him love, balance, and purpose. Lieutenant Colonel Allen's skillful combination of God's gifts enabled him to be the generous and focused leader that powerfully and proudly served this command. Bless the heart and mind of the unit's new commander, Lieutenant Colonel Richard Muster, who, surrounded and empowered by his wife, Maren Paul, will bring a steady and true direction for this unit and its crucial mission. Loving God, I ask that you direct Lieutenant Colonel Muster, and by extension all those whom he leads, in all the decisions with which he will be involved in the future. May his judgments begin, continue, and end in you. Your strength enables us to protect others. Your providence keeps us safe. Help us to turn our hearts towards you each and every day, for it is in your sacred name that I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain McGuire. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Before we begin, we would like to recognize several distinguished guests. Please hold your applause until the introductions are complete. The Commander, 67 Cyberspace Wing, Colonel Jeffrey Phillips, and his spouse, Ms. Megan Phillips. The Vice Commander, 67 Cyberspace Wing, Colonel Omar Velasco. The Civilian Director, 67 Cyberspace Wing, Ms. Teresa Hawk. The Acting Command Chief, 67 Cyberspace Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Andrew Small. The Chaplain, 67 Cyberspace Wing, Chaplain Major David McGuire. Spouse of the outgoing commander, Mrs. April Allen. Mother of the outgoing commander, Mrs. Regina Coulter. Spouse of the incoming commander, Mrs. Maren Paul. And from our military community, the Director, 16th Air Force, J-35, Colonel Michael Winter. The Commander, 318th Cyberspace Operations Group, Colonel Thomas Bodner. The Commander, 867 Cyberspace Operations Group, Colonel Travis Howell. To the other senior leaders, members of the 67 Cyberspace Wing staff, distinguished guests and friends, the Allen and Muster families, thank you for taking the time to share this special occasion with us today. Welcome, one and all. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander, 67 Cyberspace Wing, Colonel Jeffrey Phillips.
All right, I think I got the font big enough today that I can do this without glasses. We'll try. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to a big day for the 67th Operations Support Squadron. I have to say it's wonderful to see so many people in person, so many smiling faces. I'm going to start today with some thank yous and some welcomes. So the project officers for today's event are Sergeant Luis Lecter and Tech Sergeant Nathaniel Bridgman. We all know these events don't plan and execute themselves, and they got us to this point, and I'm sure they'll be very happy in a little less than 67 minutes. So thank you for that hard work. Thank you to Captain American for narrating today. A huge thanks to our Gunslinger Protocol and Public Affairs team. There's nobody better. Cornell Hoskins and Trevor Tiernan, they're true professionals, and they find a way to make these events special for everyone involved, to include all those friends, family, and airmen that are able to join us virtually today. Last but definitely not least, thanks to all the airmen in formation today. You all look fabulous. The service dresses are looking very sharp this morning. Thanks to the 16th Air Force staff members that could attend today. Colonel Winter, I know Rich has valued your mentorship over the last year, and so he's really glad that you're able to join us today. Colonel Howell, Colonel Bodner, thanks for being here for sure. Welcome to our current Gunslinger leadership team, the Sheriff, Teresa, Chief Small, thanks for being here. And as always, my bride Megan, thanks for being here. Appreciate your support. Welcome to the Allen family today. April's here with us in attendance in person, but Chris and April are like the real life Brady bunch. So the 6 kids between them, you heard the names, but their oldest Elijah just graduated from Azusa Pacific University in Los Angeles with a bachelor's degree in psychology. They have 3 daughters that are still in college, Aubrey, Savannah, and Mackenzie, and then 2 daughters still in high school, Leela and Lily, and hopefully you guys are able to tune in today. We appreciate Team Brady Bunch support for Chris. It's what has enabled him to keep serving his country all these years, so thank you for that. Welcome to the Muster family. Marin, Rich's wife, is here today joining us in person. They have 2 kids that were not able to be here, but hopefully they can watch the ceremony later on YouTube. We're excited to welcome Marin, you and Rich to the 67th OSS and Gunslinger families. I know you guys recently celebrated your first anniversary, which is really exciting, and then you get this big event today. A lot of times we have events like this or other milestones in our career, and families are not able to be with us in person because they happen in far off places, so we're appreciative that you're all able to be here today. And Regina, thank you for joining us as well. So these ceremonies are really big moments in time for everyone involved. For the airmen of the 67th OSS, we get to talk about all the accomplishments that you've achieved as a unit over the last couple of years. For the Allens, those accomplishments were achieved under your leadership. And in addition to conducting the mission, you've also made friends, forged relationships, and really left your mark on the squadron. We get to thank you for that service today. And then finally, for Rich and Marin, this is the start of your command journey. It's really a celebration of all the hard work that you've put in to posture yourself for this leadership position. So let's start today by bragging on the team that is the 67th OSS. The 67th is very unique. It's the only squadron in the wing that reports directly to the wing commander. So it's the only squadron change of command that I get to do. It was aligned that way because it's likely the only operational support squadron in the Air Force that supports 4 operations groups. In a standard wing structure, the OSS would only support 1 operations group. So we are asking a lot of the Firehawks of the 67th OSS, and they deliver on a continual basis. The squadron is roughly 100 airmen strong, yet those airmen hold 10 different Air Force specialty codes, so a great degree of diversity and functional expertise in this squadron. Chris himself came into this command with some very diverse experiences that put him in a position to be immediate. We'll pause for just a second. You guys are at ease, please.